It was a routine red-eye flight from Los Angeles to New York, the kind of trip that flight attendant Jessica Miller had done countless times. The plane was half empty, with most passengers dozing off as soon as the seatbelt sign turned off. Jessica moved through the cabin quietly, offering blankets and pillows to those still awake. But as she reached the last row, something caught her eye. A baby, no more than 6 months old, sitting alone in a car seat. Jessica froze. The baby was fast asleep, wrapped in a soft pink blanket, with a pacifier dangling from its mouth. There was no sign of a parent or guardian nearby. Jessica glanced around the cabin, but all the passengers in the vicinity were either asleep or engrossed in their books and tablets. Her heart began to race. How could a baby be left alone on a plane? She approached the baby cautiously, her mind racing with possibilities. Maybe the parent had gone to the restroom and forgotten to tell the crew, or perhaps they were sitting elsewhere on the plane. But as Jessica scanned the rows, she saw no one who seemed to be looking for a child. She gently picked up the baby, who stirred slightly but didn't wake, and carried her to the galley. Jessica alerted the other flight attendants, and together they began searching for the baby's parents. They checked the restrooms, the overhead compartments, and even the cockpit, but there was no trace of anyone who might be responsible for the child. The captain was notified, and a decision was made to make an announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are looking for the parent or guardian of an infant found unattended on the plane. If you are traveling with a child, please identify yourself to a flight attendant immediately.
The announcement echoed through the cabin, but no one came forward. Jessica's unease grew. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. She examined the baby more closely, looking for any clues that might explain the situation. The baby was clean, well-dressed, and appeared to be healthy. There was no luggage or diaper bag nearby, just the car seat and the blanket. As Jessica held the baby, she noticed something tucked into the folds of the blanket, a small folded piece of paper. Her hands trembled as she unfolded it. The note was written in neat, hurried handwriting. "Please take care of her. Her name is Sophia. I can't keep her safe anymore." Jessica's heart sank. She showed the note to the other flight attendants, who were equally stunned. It was clear that the baby had been abandoned, but why? And by whom? The plane landed in New York, and the authorities were waiting on the tarmac. Jessica handed Sophia over to a social worker, her eyes filled with tears. She had grown attached to the baby in just a few short hours, and the thought of her being alone in the world was heartbreaking. Over the next few days, Jessica couldn't stop thinking about Sophia. She contacted the airline and the authorities, asking for updates on the baby's situation. She learned that Sophia had been placed in foster care while the investigation continued, but Jessica wanted to do more. She decided to use her social media platform to share Sophia's story, hoping it would reach someone who might know something. The response was overwhelming. Sophia's story went viral, with thousands of people sharing it and offering to help. Donations poured in for her care, and several families expressed interest in adopting her. But Jessica's post also caught the attention of someone unexpected, a woman named Claire, who claimed to be Sophia's aunt. Claire reached out to Jessica, explaining that her sister, Sophia's mother, had been in an abusive relationship. Fearing for her life and her daughter's safety, she had made the agonizing decision to leave Sophia on the plane, hoping she would be found by someone who could protect her. Claire had been searching for her sister and niece ever since they disappeared. Jessica arranged for Claire to meet with the authorities, and after a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that she was indeed Sophia's aunt. Claire was granted custody of the baby, and Jessica was there to witness their emotional reunion. "Thank you," Claire said, tears streaming down her face as she held Sophia in her arms. "You saved her life," Jessica smiled, her own eyes filled with tears. "I just did what anyone would have done." But Jessica knew it was more than that. She had gone above and beyond to ensure that Sophia was safe and loved. And though she would never forget the little girl who had touched her heart, She was comforted knowing that Sophia was finally where she belonged. If you found this story touching and inspiring, please like the video, share it with others, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for following along, and we'll see you next time for more uplifting tales.